Welcome to Run Tall TV. I'm Tim, and today I'm on a field trip. I'm headed to Playmakers, which is a specialty store that sells running gear. I'm headed there now to pick up a pair of the brand new Nike Pegasus 37 running shoes. These are awesome. I love them. I love them. I love them. I love them. Hey, if you're new to Run Tall, welcome. Glad to have you here. I upload new videos each week, typically about running, but also about healthy and active lifestyles. So you'll want to subscribe to the channel and click on that notification bell so that you'll be notified each time that I do. I'm just now leaving Playmakers, where I picked up a brand new pair of the Nike Pegasus 37s that I'm excited to give a try. And here it is, snowing. I don't know if you can see it or not, but yes, it's May 8th and it's snowing here in Michigan. So it's 28 degrees today. I'm going to have to find a hat and some gloves, I'm afraid, to make my run a little more comfortable. Nonetheless, I'm still excited to give the Nike Pegasus 37 a good workout today. It's a recovery day for me, so I pretty much get to do whatever I like on these days. Now that I got my hat and my gloves, I think I'm ready to hit the trail. These are awesome. I love them. I love them. I love them. I love them. What a great run. I'm excited to tell you all about it. I had a great run in the Pegasus 37s today. It's just a fantastic shoe. It felt so good. And I'll get into more of that in just a minute, but I thought I'd start first by just going over maybe some of the specs of the shoe. Maybe some of the differences from the Pegasus 36 as well, although it's not a comparison video, but rather just a review of this shoe itself. And I'm going to start with the upper. The upper is translucent. It's a mesh upper, and that is a big update from the Pegasus 36. It's breathable and very lightweight. You also notice that they did away with those flywire cables from the 36. I think they may have had a few complaints about people feeling like they kind of dug into your foot a little bit. You're not going to get that with this shoe at all. Those bands really help to lock your foot in, especially over your arch and your forefoot. It's such a great feeling. The tongue is gusseted on the shoe. And I think that also gives a really nice, almost sock-like feeling when you put that shoe on. And although that they did make the upper breathable and lightweight, it still seems really durable to me. I think it's going to be a shoe that's going to last as well. It seems to be just really well put together. The collar of the shoe is really comfortable. So is the heel tab. I love that design of that heel. You'll see how that's kind of sloped back there. That fits my heel so well. It's so comfortable when I slip this shoe on. It just feels fantastic. I had no heel slippage at all. My heel just slipped into the shoe and it just felt like one. My foot felt like one with the shoe. It was just a fantastic feeling. And I think a large part, those bands, the way that they constructed the laces, I was able to really snug that up to my foot, so it held my foot in place. Even when I was going uphill, downhill, it didn't matter. the shoe just really felt comfortable. It really felt snug and secure. There are air units in the front of this shoe, and they set right under your forefoot. I did feel those. You know, sometimes they put tech into shoes and you don't necessarily know that they're there. But I did feel those airbags, and it just gave it a little bit of a pop to your shoe. It felt different than other shoes that I've had in the past, or in other shoes that I have in my rotation, but it felt comfortable and it felt just amazing. It's just a terrific feel. The midsole is a full-length React foam midsole, which is, you know, makes the shoe really light, and it feels responsive. It absorbs that foot strike. It just feels fantastic. And again, those airbags I set up under your forefoot. There's a slight difference between the men's and the women's shoes. The men have a PSI of 20, so think of it as, you know, how much air you put in, for example, your car tire. The more air you have in it, the more inflated it becomes. And the women's is at 15 psi. And I understand that they made that change to make the women's just a little bit more, have a cushion feel to it. I thought that the men's at 20 psi was perfect for me. It just really felt good. And then it didn't matter what speed I was running at, whether I was going at a really slow pace, like a recovery day pace, like today is for me, or if I picked up the pace. It didn't seem to matter. It really felt good. It was a really smooth, silky ride, and I did love that. I do love those airbags. They give it, just like I said, just a little bit of a pop when you're running. The outsole is a Duralon blown rubber, and you'll notice it has a waffle pattern that really helps grip the road. It gives you a sense of security when you pick up the pace or you're going around corners, so you don't feel like you're going to slip at all. There's a deep groove here, and it also helps give, you know, that bounce feeling. So it's a little bit like a trampoline. When you land on it, it kind of bounces you back up. I like that cushion and I like that bouncy feel when I'm running. It just felt so comfortable. Performance-wise, you know, time will tell. But today if it was any indication of what the shoe can do, I'm going to put a lot of miles on the shoe over time. This shoe, it was fantastic, literally right out of the box. I had no complaints at all. I can't find a negative in this shoe. It is just fantastic, just a fantastic shoe. I think it's going to be a great daily trainer for me, especially on both short and long runs. My long runs are about 15 miles. I think this shoe is going to be perfect for that. I ran about 7.5 miles in it in the very first run. And if I hadn't been so excited to come back and tell all of you about this shoe, I could have just kept going. You know, it just felt terrific the whole way around. And I am just really pleased with the Pegasus 37 and the changes that Nike has made to the shoe. I think it's just fantastic. It's just awesome. So let's talk about some of the other stats of the shoe. This is a men's size 9. It's a little over 9.06 ounces or 272 grams. A woman's size 8 would come in about 8.4 ounces or 238 grams. It does run true to size. According to Nike's website, it has a 24 millimeter stack height in the heel and a 14 millimeter stack height in the forefoot or toe. So that you got a 10 millimeter drop, which is a little more than what I'm typically used to. A lot of my shoes are 5 millimeter drop from heel to toe, with the exception of a New Balance shoe that I run in, the Fresh Foam 1080 V9s, which is an 8 millimeter. The 10 millimeter drop, even though it's more than what I'm used to, it felt so good. It was just felt so comfortable. Really impressed with this shoe. It retails for $120. I think it's well worth $120. I know that I'm going to put a lot of miles on this shoe over time. So I'll do another review, a more thorough review of the durability of the shoe once I get some more miles on it. I only have 7.5 miles on these shoes today, but when I reach 50 or 100 miles, I'll do another look at the shoe, and we'll take a look at that outsole so that we can see what kind of durability that waffle pattern on these shoes and the rubber, how that holds up over time. I suspect that it's going to be a pretty durable shoe. There's not a whole lot of exposed foam, and that is exposed in that deep groove isn't really going to be catching a lot of area that's going to wear on it. So I think that the shoe's going to last a while. So hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, maybe take a minute, give it a little love, like the video. I do upload new videos each week, so you want to subscribe to the channel. Also, click on that notification bell. That way you can be notified each time that I do. As always, run tall, run strong, and be kind to each other. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.